The first game you beat in 2019 was Alan Wake.
It was a good game. I definitely enjoyed it. I wouldn't have beaten it if I didn't enjoy it.
You are known to quit a game when you're tired of it.
Yeah, if I'm not enjoying it, I'm not going to beat it.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that I beat it makes it one of my top games of the year.
Mm-hmm. Did you like the gameplay?
It was very repetitive. What kept me going wasn't the gameplay, it was the story. It had a very interesting story, but the gameplay was very repetitive. It was pretty much shine your flashlight on them until the shadows disappear, and then you can shoot them with a gun. There wasn't like unlocking abilities. I remember there was the pistol, and there was shotgun, and there was flare. It's like out in the country, so they're not gonna have like a Tommy gun or a flamethrower or bazooka or anything like that.
So what was so interesting about the story?
It kind of had that whole like what's gonna happen next, but never really resolving the chapter. It had the lost syndrome where it's like what's going on, and just like most stories that have the lost syndrome, they don't really have a good way of resolving everything that's going on.
You weren't satisfied with the ending?
No, I wasn't satisfied with the ending at all. I thought the way it tried to tie all the mysteriousness together was done pretty poorly.
Did you feel like the soundtrack was fitting?
The soundtrack was awesome, mostly because it had Nick Cave in it, which was super cool.
Yeah, and you're a big Nick Cave fan.
I do like Nick Cave a lot.
Me too.
I liked how the levels were broken up into episodes. So it was like previously on Alan Wake, and they would like do a recap, and then at the end of every chapter it'd be like Alan Wake, and they'd show credits and play some kind of indie hipster song, and I liked that. I thought it was a nice touch to the game. It made the game have personality. What I didn't like about the story were how ugly the characters were in the cutscenes. Their facial animations were terrifying. They didn't even look human. They weren't using. I could be more forgiving if they were using the same engine that they're using of the game to make the cutscenes. That would be an excuse as to why the characters didn't look right. But the people in those cutscenes looked terrible. They looked so bad. And when they talked, it was really disturbing to watch.
What did you think of the DLC?
It was boring. It was a money cash grabber. The story, I was already disappointed with the ending of the game, and the DLC was like thrown in there just to be completely non-canon.
If you were to give Alan Wake a rating from 1 to 10, where 10 is superb, what would you give Alan Wake?
I would probably rate it an 8.8 because it wasn't a bad game at all. I actually really liked it and enjoyed it. It's just there were things that kept it from being amazing.